Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we have a new event that is going to be happening soon in Enlisted called Operation Battle Summer. Now this type of event is pretty much just a challenge event. What that means is you have a specific period of time to complete specific challenges and then it rolls over to new ones. And if you get enough of those challenges done, then you can get yourself some beautiful things. There is a ton of stuff on offer in this event, a lot of stuff which actually won't be too hard to get. Basically, in order to get everything, you need to complete 8 tasks out of 15. So that should give you a good idea of what you have to do. Unfortunately, the only issue with this is we don't know the exact number of certain values that we need, but I will roll through them as we go along. This event is going to be starting on the 9th of July, going to the 19th, with every 2 days the tasks changing as they go along. So let's have a look at some of the prizes of the event. The main prize is an assault squad for the Battle of Berlin campaign for the USSR, the 14 GID, or the Guards Infantry Division, 38th Guards Infantry Regiment. This squad has 4 assaulters in it of rank 4, and they are armed with a very interesting weapon, the Kalashnikov SMGs, which are the PPK-42. This gun is a lightweight, compact, and easy to handle SMG with a 25-round magazine and the ability to switch from semi-automatic firing mode to automatic. It also looks completely ridiculous. This thing looks like a hodgepodge of different guns put together. But yeah, basically for 8 tasks completed, you can get yourself a premium assault squad for the Battle of Berlin campaign, which are assaulters. And assaulters generally are seen as some of the best units in the game and can be very high impact units. The only issue is with this squad is you will only probably get 4 people in it, meaning that you're going to be very small but very high impact. For completing 7 tasks, you're going to get a tank for the invasion of Normandy, the M5A1 Rhino for the USA. This is a Stuart, which has access to some nice little teeth on the front of it, which is designed to be able to go through certain things, you know, barbed wire and all of that nice cities. And also, it gets an improved armor-piercing shell, so it'll be able to do a little bit more penetration and maybe a little bit more damage compared to the standard Stuart, which we have in the tech tree. So overall, this thing is looking like a slight upgrade over the standard one, a nice little starter vehicle, and for 7 tasks it will be really nice to have this little unique vehicle. For 5 tasks, you'll be able to pick one of the cold steel weapons that is available. Basically, there will be 3 separate melee weapons that are available, 3 separate swords, one of them being the 1927 saber for the USSR, another being the officer sword for Germany, and also the 1902 military saber for the US. So by completing 5 tasks, you'll be able to pick which one that you want. Unfortunately, it seems from the wording, you won't be able to get all 3, but at least you'll be able to get one of them. And this means that you'll have a separate melee weapon instead of just an axe or a dagger. Now you can actually bring a sword into the game, which I think would be really fun. We'll have to see when it comes to the USSR and Germany if you can actually use them on separate campaigns or if they'll be for specific ones. We'll have to see in the future. 4 tasks gets you a very unique vehicle, which is one of my favorite vehicles of World War II, just because of its interesting design. The Focke-Wulf 189 Uhu. This is the for Germany, and it's going to be in the Battle of Moscow campaign, and you'll be able to use it. It is a recon aircraft, but it does have access to bombs. It'll have access to 4 50-kilo bombs, which drop in pairs, so you'll get 2 bomb drops with also 2 7.92mm machine guns as well. And this plane should be incredibly agile, meaning that you can fling it around the air and do what you want. It shouldn't be too fast though, and also at the same time, there are machines with better bomb loads, so it might not be the best thing around, but definitely a unique premium, and definitely one to have. I should also say, it doesn't say that this thing will be a premium, just like it doesn't say for the Stuart, also the Assaulter Squad, but just by inferring from it, my guess is that they are premiums because of the fact of how they are designed. If they aren't premiums though, that would be a shame, but understand it isn't confirmed whether they are or not. You'll also get silver orders for troops and weapons for completing the first 2 tasks as well, which will be quite nice. And the tasks themselves, as I said, they're available every 2 days before they change. The first one starts on the 9th to the 11th, and they are rifle kills and victories in the Battle of Berlin campaign. So this overall should be quite easy. There's a lot of rifles in the Battle of Berlin, even if SMGs and machine guns are meta, still be able to do it pretty well. One thing that this doesn't specify though, as I said, is the amount, so we'll have to see that when it actually comes out. Might be quite steep, but hopefully it's not too bad. From the 11th to the 13th of July, then it's placed in the top 50% in battle, so basically get in the top half of your team by the end, and also melee kills, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. The 13th of July to the 15th, it's victories in the Battle for Moscow campaign, tanks destruction, and also semi-auto rifle kills. So if you haven't ground out the Battle of Moscow campaign and got stuff like the SVT and the GeForce, this one might be a little bit harder, but the thing is you can do the victories in the Battle for Moscow campaign, and then you can switch over to another campaign to get the semi-auto rifle kills. Probably Invasion of Normandy is the best for that, because you get the Garand, the Carbine, you know, the GeForce pretty early on. From the 15th to the 17th, you have victories in the Invasion of Normandy campaign, tank kills once again, and then place in the top 30% in battle, and then also grenade kills. So that's pretty cool. Now, one thing it says is tanks destruction on the 13th to 15th, and then on the 15th to 17th, tank kills. Now, when I read those two things, they seem the same. It might be slightly different, though, with the different wording. Maybe one is kills with a tank, and the other one is kills of tanks. We'll have to see when it comes to the event. Otherwise, it makes no sense to me why they would have different wording. The 17th of July to the 19th, you have SMG kills, earning points as an engineer, which is really nice to see, aircraft kills, which is going to be the hardest one, and finishing first place in a battle. So once again, these all seem pretty standard. A lot of these are just grinding ones, and remember, you only need to get 8 out of these 15 to be able to get all of the prizes. So this event should not be too hard. You'll be able to do it, you know, pretty simply. It really depends on the amounts, though. If they're like, oh, get 500 rifle kills in 2 days, then obviously it's going to be a bit hard. If it's like, get 50, then of course it won't be too bad. We'll have to see when it comes to the numbers in a few days. Hopefully everything is okay. Then, of course, when it comes to the tasks, there are also some rules which go along with them. So the first one is the fact that tasks are renewed every 2 days at 13 GMT, which is a really odd time, but, you know, there you go. All unfinished tasks will be deleted at that time. And also, the battle in which you complete a task must conclude before the task changing time. So you're not able to be in a battle while it switches over. My guess is that battle will count to the next one. You can also complete any task with gold, and the more progress you make towards a task completion, the cheaper it becomes. So very similar to what we've seen in other games. The more you get done, the cheaper it will be at the end, but at the same time, you can just outright buy it for gold, or if you don't want to, you can grind it out fully. You can complete tasks in any campaign and any multiplayer mode in Enlisted, unless a specific campaign is stated in the task itself. I would say it's probably best to try and do the victories in X campaign while doing the other ones, but if you're not able to, then of course you can play different campaigns. You can find detailed task descriptions in the event menu in the game client, so hopefully we'll see that over the next few days, and then you only need to complete 8 tasks out of the 15. I'm going to be streaming this over the period of the event, so if you do have any additional questions, make sure to ask on stream, and at the same time, this one should be a pretty simple one. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get some of the boys together and enjoy some Enlisted. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank BRFC, Swollen Ostrich, Teddy, John Ryman, Universe A, Conte Baraka, Eugens Terry, Ambrosius McClellan, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Lafouche, Barine, and Samuel Schlick for supporting the channel.